Peter, are you there? I'm not sure if Peter's there. If Peter is
I am here.
there, okay, Peter, I need you to help me walk me through this, because as you know, I'm not on Twitter like that, and I don't get involved in the outrage machine. So do you mind helping me through this story and tell me like what people are saying and mad about or whatever? Okay.
Please, I'm happy to.
Okay, so first let me play the comments. I was on Wajahat Ali's Substack, and I think eventually his YouTube the other day, and we were talking about ICE, and we were talking about the Second Amendment. Now, I've mentioned this to you guys before, like this moment is what the Second Amendment was written for, a tyrannical government, and that you should have that citizens were entitled to I think it was like well-organized militia or something like that. And that's what the Second Amendment is for. It's like when the government takes over without due process, all of those things. And I said, look, so maybe the black and brown citizens, I said, meaning legal people who are here legally, maybe you should go and explore your Second Amendment rights. Maybe you should go to a gun store and figure it out, because if someone comes to my door with a mask on and I don't know who they are, the Second Amendment, the Constitution, tells you that you have a right to defend yourself for whatever that means. I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying. Now, it is shocking to me that people were outraged about it, because I thought these people were Second Amendment absolutists, and they would say, of course you have the right to bear arms, especially if you do it legally. You have a right to carry all of those things legally. This is a conservative tenet, a principle. So why are the conservatives pissed off? Wait, let me look at myself. Oh, now I get why they're pissed off. Here's what I said.
Black people, brown people of all stripes, whether you're an Indian American or a Mexican American or whoever you are, go out in your place where you live and get a gun legally, get a license to carry legally. Because when you have people knocking on your door and taking you away without due process as a citizen, isn't that what the Second Amendment was written for? Go back and read what the Second Amendment says. And perhaps it will knock some sense in the heads of these people who are saying, well, it's all great. I don't believe they're doing it without due process. They're asking people for papers. They're not really beating people up. These people are doing things that are illegal. Nobody is illegal. It is a misdemeanor to cross the border.
And I went on to say, and if you do it a number of times, then it escalates and becomes that audio for some reason on Substack distorts, and I found like I ever lit with the thucket, but I don't. As you guys can tell, I don't. But it's always weird. Substack, it's weird. The audio there is weird and it's glitchy. So that was on a Substack, and I'm like, why do they do that? I guess they're trying to isolate. Maybe there's echo. It's weird. Andy, why does that happen?
I don't know, but yeah, it's really noticeable.
It's really bizarre. I sound like this. Like sound like what's his name? The boxer.
Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson. It's funny, but that's not how I sound, as you guys can tell. I hope my audio is normal here. So they're all up in arms. Now, why are they all up in arms? They don't want black and brown people having the rights to the Second Amendment. So apparently, Peter, what happened? Was it Fox News or what is it? Twitter? Like, what happened?
Well, Don, you've just been so successful at growing the Lemon Nation that now we have a dedicated ragtag group of MAGA Twitter users who watch and clip the show. And from time to time, those clips go viral. So this one in particular was pumped out by a few of those different accounts, got some traction. And then my understanding, it was supercharged further by Fox News, particularly Jesse Waters, doing a segment on what you said, which again, re-listening to it with you just now, sounds perfectly reasonable. I mean, you're just telling Americans to exercise their God-given Second Amendment right, constitutionally protected Second Amendment right.
And this is on Fox News, right? Let's see. Don Lemon tells black, brown citizens to carry guns in case ICE shows up. Now, I said if people come to your door masked and you don't know, and I also said you don't know if the people coming to your door, whether they're real agents or not. Can you scroll up, Mandy? Who cares about Jesse's ignorant? Well, that part's true. I'm more, that audio is just bizarre, though. So CNN, I love how they do it. Instead of saying Don Lemon, the host of the Don Lemon Show, because, here's the thing. Fox News, if you're listening, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you're writing about it. When you write about Megyn Kelly, You don't say X Fox News. You don't say X NBC fired for whatever. You just say Megyn Kelly, the host of the Megyn Kelly Show. So can you treat me, please give me the same courtesy that you do? I don't work for CNN anymore. I haven't worked for CNN for about 3 years. So why do you keep saying that? Why can't you say the host of the Don Lemon Show? Are you trying to start off by insulting me or belittling me? Just be honest. Just be real journalists. Just be truthful. Or if you're going to do it, then do it for everybody, even the conservatives. If you write about Donald Trump, start the story by saying convicted criminal president found liable of sexual abuse in a civil court, Donald Trump. Okay, then I'm fine with that. But you don't do that shit. This is your bias and your racism coming out. So just say Don Lemon, the host of the Don Lemon Show. That's all. I don't work for CNN. I have no ties to CNN. Well, except that, I'm still under contract with them. Thank you, CNN. Don Lemon suggested Black and brown Americans of all stripes should legally arm themselves in case immigration and customs enforcement ICE agents should show up at their door. Now, that's what I did not say that. I said you should go and check out your Second Amendment right, and perhaps you should, because it's legal. I said Americans. So I didn't say anything wrong. It's the Second Amendment. Lemon made a comment Tuesday in the Left Hook and Wajahat clarifying that he was not condoning or promoting violence. So then what the fuck is the problem? But that he was tired of the niceties while ICE agents were rounding people up off the street without due process and sending them off to a gulag. Look, you guys can disagree with me. Am I wrong? I mean, Andy, if you tell me, do you think I'm wrong? Peter, I don't know. Tell me.
No, you're right.
I don't think so.
This is a quote. If you believe in the Second Amendment, if you believe in the Constitution, Black people, brown people of all stripes, whether you're an Indian American or Mexican American or whoever you are, go out into your place where you live and get a gun legally. Get a license to carry legally, Lemon said. Because when you have people knocking on your door and taking you away without due process as a citizen, isn't that what the Second Amendment was written for? You were right, Sandrisha, who's in the comments. That is exactly what it was written for. Please, Peter, I don't know, did you give me the part about a tyrannical government? Can you give me that quote from the Second Amendment and give me the Second Amendment about a well-regulated militia, please, so I can read it?
Stand by.
That is exactly what the Second Amendment was written for. So scroll up, Andy, if you can, please. Okay. Oh, that's a nice picture of me. I like that. That's me out. At least I'm out in the field working. Keep going. Lemon said that he hoped the sentiment could knock some sense into people within the Trump administration. Nobody is illegal, Lemon argued. That's true. People aren't illegal, especially when you're on, as they say, stolen land. Who's illegal? Now, who would be the people who are here illegally? Not the people who were brought here without their will, the ancestors of those of such. I wouldn't be illegal. You brought me here. Now, if you're on stolen land, the people would be the Native Americans and the Mexican people who were here long before any of the white people were here, or Europeans, I should say, the colonizers. It's a misdemeanor to cross the border. If you do it a number of times, then it becomes something else. Okay, so that's factual. But there's nowhere near the level of criminality. We have degrees of criminality in this country. And what Donald Trump did is at the highest level of criminality, except for taking someone's life. And someone who is crossing the border is nowhere near that. Is there a lie there? Is there a lie there? Now, this is why I love Wajahat. Wajahat said in a statement to Fox News Digital, Ali defended Lemon's comment saying that Republicans should be open to the idea of more armed citizens. Okay, so Wajahat responded. That's why I like him. What did he say, though? I don't know. Let's see what Wajahat said. Scroll up. Oh, okay. Okay, right. Wajahat said, I only speak for myself, but Don Lemon has a right to express his views in the United States of America thanks to the First Amendment, which is allegedly championed by the Trump administration. Ali said, if anything, I'd assume Republicans, there you go, Wajahat. Thank you. I assume Republicans would agree with him that Americans have the right to legally bear arms thanks to the Second Amendment, unless, of course, they only believe the right exists for white Trump supporters. If so, they should admit that publicly. Boom. That's exactly what I said, but you articulated it way better than I did, Wajahat Ali. Keep going. Let's see what else. I like this article. This is good. Thank you, Fox News. Fox News Digital also reached out to Lemon. Like, I know people at Fox News. I know Fox News has my number. I know. I got a thing in the middle of the night after this was published from my producer saying, this is in the show email, urgent. And I'm like, it's like, was it like midnight or something? I'm like, I am not responding to this. In the Department of Homeland Security for comment. Okay. So here's my comment. You heard what I said. My other comment is like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I told you, I'm here. I'm going to keep doing it, whether I'm here, no matter where I am. I'm going to keep exercising my First Amendment right to say what I want, to on Saturday, to freely assemble, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. That's what I'm doing. I'm like following it. I'm telling you, like, hey, you should be happy, Second Amendment people. Don Lemon is on your side for once. For once, I expected the comments would be like, for once, I agree with Don Lemon. But no, they can't find it within themselves. Okay, Peter. And then comes the fallout. So then there are these trolls. Who are these trolls? What's happening?
So I'd say the largest of the bunch is friend of the show, Matt Walsh, who had that to say. I'll let you read that to the Lemonheads.
What is that? Let me look. Okay, I got to look at it. Matt Walsh. Okay. That's not, that's Benny Johnson. And there's another dude. He's dark haired. Okay, this is Matt Walsh. This is an explicit encouragement of violence against. Bro. You're reaching. You are desperate and reaching. Come on. Are you that dumb? Maybe you are that dumb. Maybe you are. This is an explicit encouragement of violence against federal agents, which is a felony punishable by 5 years in prison. He should be arrested and charged today. We can't keep allowing these scumbags to get away with this. Clout chasing. Okay. Maybe you. Look, I hope that I make you more popular. I hope that you get more subscribers and more viewers and you get to chase some clout. Maybe you'll get to go on Fox News or someplace that you're dying to be on. Yeah, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Let me just tell you, like the old folks used to say it where I grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in a little town called Port Allen. Kiss my ass and hallelujah. I don't give a fuck. So you can say you want, or whatever it is that you want. Go for it. Perfectly within my rights. Told you I'm not condoning any violence. I'm just telling people that, hey, you have a Second Amendment right. Perhaps you should go explore it. And that Second Amendment right, in that you have the right to care and you have a right to bear arms. You have a right to defend yourself, your person, your family, and your property, your possessions. You have that right as an American citizen with the Second Amendment. You should be championing that, Matt dumbass fucking stupid Walsh troll. I told y'all, stop playing with me. I'm not on CNN anymore. I don't have to worry about it. This is not the comment section. I will light your dumb, stupid, racist, white ass up. I don't give a fuck. Believe that. So keep talking or leave me alone, but just be careful. Choose wisely. Because I'm not here. I'm not one to back down from this. This is a right that I have. So go troll somebody else. And I hope you have a nice weekend. And go to a rally somewhere and exercise your constitutional right to assemble. Okay? Matt Walsh. There you go. And whoever it is, who's the other with dumbass guy? Jesse Waters. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.